Today's session will be on visualizations. So in the previous sessions, we saw how to import the data. Then once it is imported, then we saw how to use this query editors. Today we'll see how we can use this visualizations. And then again, after this, we'll go back to our data set, how we can work on DAX functions. So today we'll see some visualizations which are by default available. Okay. First of all, visualization means it is a kind of graphical representation. So it can be a table, it can be a chart, or it can be a map, or various other visualizations. Whatever you are seeing here is the default visualizations, that is predefined visualizations which will come with your Power BI when you install. But to use these visualizations, I need the data set. So what I've done is I've just imported it so that instead of again wasting time in importing and then cleaning this, I just imported it, the same data set what we saw in the previous sessions. So using these data sets, we'll see how we can create these visualizations. These visualizations are almost very much similar to the Excel, the Excel charts what we have, almost similar to that. There are some more advanced visualizations. Let's go with these things one by one. If you go here, I can get this screen tip. You can know all the chart types. So depending on the charts what I'm creating, so I can go and just click on this. Now let's start with this clustered bar and clustered column. Let me click on this clustered column. Once I click on this, any of the visualizations, I'll get one placeholder like this. Along with that, I'll get some options here. We'll discuss this later. But today we'll see how we can create these visualizations. Let me just increase this if you want. See, you can increase this however you want, increase or decrease. I can resize this however I want, like this. All right. Once I create this, say once I clicked on this visualization, I'll get some options here. See, if I click outside, those options will go. When I select these visualizations, I'll get some options here, or say some placeholders where I can drag and drop the fields. Now when I say clustered column, then I should have one label and one value. That is these fields I need. So if you go and say this, I have this access and say legend and the values. Let's try to create this chart. I'll go to this location and I'll select this region. Let's create one simple chart. I'll click on this region. Automatically the field will go and sit in this placeholder. It is just similar to our pivot table in the Excel, just drag and drop. You can either drag and drop as well. Let's say, for example, I'll go here to this data table. From here, I'll take this sales and I'll put this in values. Now you can see there is a chart which is getting created. Here, what you see here is the region, and here is the values, that is from sales. This is clustered column. Let me click outside and then I'll click on this clustered bar. When I click outside and then click on any of these visualization, one more placeholder will come. Otherwise, if I'm selecting the same visualization which I've created and then click on any of these visualizations, say for example, I'll go here and I'll click on this bar chart. See, this will get changed. So you don't have to create one more visualization. Suppose if you want to modify it or change the visualization, or if you want to create another one, you have to click outside and then you have to drag and drop the fields here. Let me select this. I'll say clustered column. Now I have this. This is clustered bar chart. Same thing, I can just drag and drop here. Say I'll take the sales and I'll put it here. And then I'll go here to location. I'll take this region and I'll put it in axis. Either I can select or I can just drag and drop. So here the visualization says one is vertical, another one is horizontal. So both are actually representing same data but in a different direction. So if you think that my chart has to be in horizontal bars, then I can use this chart. Vertical bar, then I can use this chart. Right. This is for a simple clustered column or bar chart. Now let me again click on this bar chart itself, or say column chart. I'll take the region and I'll take this sales. It's a similar chart. Now what I'll do, I'll go here, try to add one more field here to legend. So you can see this, the same clustered column chart, now it is divided. That means it is say split. You can see this here, it says 0.8 million, now it becomes 0.4 million. That means I have this west. In this west, I'm trying to divide each region by each segments. So what will happen is, here the total, if you see here, it says 7,25,000 something. If you go and check this, all these three combined will come to 7,25,000. But now if you go here, say it became 3,62,000, then 2,25,000, and then 1,36,000. That means it is getting split by segment. Same thing I can create for bar chart as well. Now what I'll do is, instead of again creating it, I'll say Control C and Control V. You can do this way as well. Say I'll go here, I just copied and I pasted it, I just dragged it down. I'll click on this bar chart. See, now the direction will get changed. Either you can create a new one and drag and drop the values. Suppose if you think that it is similar chart, then you can copy it and paste it and you can change the visualization. Now we saw this clustered column with single series, then bar chart with single series, and here we put something called as legend here so that it will get split. Alright, let's go to another page. I can create in this page only, but it will become too many charts, it will become difficult for you to understand. I'll go to second page now. Let me click on this one. This is stacked column chart. Let me click on this and I'll just resize this. Here, let me take the same values. Here you can see axis, legend, values, tooltips. If you go to this, here also I'll have same selections, or say same options, say axis, legend, values, tooltips. Now you'll be thinking, if everything is same, all the options are same, then why it is called a stacked chart? I'll show you. Let me select this region and I'll select this sales. Now when I have the axis as only one value and here with sales, it will be very much similar to my clustered column and this stacked column chart. The difference you'll find when, let me copy this and I'll paste it. Now I'll take the same segment and put it in legend. Let me take this segment and put it in legend. Just see what will happen. See, the chart type totally changed. It is stacked. When you feel that I want the visualization to be like one next to next, we also call it as side by side chart. If you think I need something like this, say I want to split but I want to have a separate series, then I can use this clustered column chart or clustered bar chart. But in this case, in this stacked chart, you can see this, I have this 0.8 m, that is 0.8 million, or say 7,25,000 or something. Here also you'll have same values here. Here also I'll have same values, but here what will happen is it will get split and it will stack one above the other. You can see this, I'll get the same split here, say 3,62,000, 2,25,000, and say 1,36,000. If you add up, it will come to 7,25,000. But here the chart, or say the visualization, will not be side by side, it will be one above the other. This is called as stacked. So this will be using when I need the total and I need the split. This kind of charts, that is say clustered, I'll be using to see the split. So you have to decide which visualization I'll be using. Same thing, I'll just copy this, paste it, and then I'll put it down. I'll click on this stacked bar chart. So this will give me a different direction. Same thing, you can copy this, paste it, and I'll say bar stack chart. So you can see how I want to display the, let's say, visualization. That means the visualization you have to decide. All right. Now we understood about the stacked and the clustered charts. Let's go here. Apart from this, we have same kind of chart, that is bar chart or say column chart, but this is 100% stacked chart. These 100% stacked chart are used very minimal, but I'll tell you where this can be used, and this is very useful also. Let me click on this 100% stacked chart, and let me just increase this. Let's take the same region, and then I'll take this sales. You can see this here. Every bar, whatever you see, it is coming to 100%. In the previous charts, if you see, they are actually coming with, say, the original values, whatever they had. But in this case, it is coming to 100%. When I say 100%, what actually it will do is, it will take the total value divided by each value. That means it will become a percentage. Now this one, you will not find any difference when you have one single value. Let me put a legend here, this segment, and again I'll take the same selection, I'll put it here. Now you will understand. You can see this, it's almost similar values. If you go here, see, it says 50.02%. That means this part, whatever is there, this West Invest Consumer is actually taking 50.02%. Now when I go here, it says 31.13%, and if you go here, it says 18.85%. That means here the total is 7,25,000. Here this value will be 3,60,000. That means 3,62,000 divided by the 7,25,000. I'll get some percentage. That means it is, it's 50%. Now if I go here, it says 2,25,000, which is again, if I divide by 7,25,000, it will come to around 31%. That means the whole of this series will be divided by the total. So every value is here. Let me remove this segment. We'll take some other value. Let's take the ship mode and see. Now you can see the see. Now I can see the difference also here, like this. That means when you feel that I want to have a percentage wise chart, then I can use this 100% stacked chart. This is column chart. Let me go and I'll paste this and I'll make it bar chart. The representation just changes, that's all. Right. This is for the stacked chart. Let's go and try one more, this clustered column chart. I'll take this region again. Let me take this sales. With this sales, I'll also take profit. Now if you see this time I'm not taken a legend, I've just taken the values. Now when I actually compare between two values, then I can use these values here. Like if you go to this first chart, here I've taken this as a legend. So what it is doing, it is splitting the region values into these segments. If you see here, this is the region value, the total value, and this total value is actually split. But if you come to this chart, this is also clustered column chart, that is side by side chart, wherein this is not getting split. One series I'm getting for sales, another series I'm getting for profit. So if you think that you want to compare two different values, then I can use these value fields for having multiple values here. I can also have one more field here. Again, one more value will come here. If you go to this quantity, see, I'll get quantity as well. So this is how you can keep creating the visualization depending on the requirement. Fine, let me copy this and I'll paste it here. And this one, I'm just showing you all the possible visualizations. Let me just click on this bar. See, I'll get the values like this. All right, so we understood about the column and the bar chart. Now let's go to this pie chart. Pie chart are actually used for getting the percentages like this. So we saw one percentage chart here. Here I have multiple series. Say when I have only one single series and I want to create a pie chart that is dividing the values by a percentage, then I can use this pie chart. And as I told you, pie chart can have only one series. It cannot have multiple series. Let me go here. I'm taking the same values because it will be easy for you to connect. Say I'll take this region. I'll get the region here. Then I'll take this sales. There you can see this split like this. So let me remove this region. I will take segment. See, now the chart got changed here. So pie chart, what it will actually do is the values whatever is there. Say in consumer, what is the value? In corporate, what is the value? In home office, what is the value? So once it takes all these three values, it will just divide and it will have some percentage. So if you say this is the entire percentage, it will be divided. So based on the values what we have, so it will take the entire total and then divide each segment value and it will give me the percentage. So this will be like a 360 degrees. Right. This is for pie chart. As I told you, you should have only single series. Now suppose if I go here and take one more series here, let's say ship mode. See, I'll not get. But again, I can drill down this. There are so many other options. When you come to this drill down, then I'll tell you how to drill down this reports. You can see this. See, ship mode has come now. I'll go up. Then I'll get this. So I'll come to this. When you come to this drill down report, there are something called as drill down reports. Once you come to that, then I'll explain that. But as of now, just understand that we can have only one series in the display. Fine. Similar to this pie chart, I have one more visualization, that is donut chart. Go here, put this donut chart here. Donut chart and pie chart are exactly same. Only thing is I can have some halo space here. See, let me take region and then I'll take this sales. See, you can see some halo space here. Let me change this also to region so that I can show you the exact. See, same percentage, same values, everything is same. Then what is the use of this hollow space? I'll show you when you come to some more options. Again, I'll come back and I'll show you what is the use of this hollow space. But this is very much useful when you think that there are more than one visualization. I can just keep it here and I can start filtering the values and show the labels here. That I'll show you how to do that once we come to some more visualizations. So this is for pie chart and donut. Right, let's go to next visualization. Next is the line chart and the area chart. Let's click on this line. Usually the line chart is used for date or say period. This is also called as a trend line. That means in each period how the values are actually getting plotted. So for this what I'll do, I'll go here. I have something called as order date here, which is a column order date. Let me just click on this order date. You can say this, the order date has got, in this I have something called as hierarchy. So for every date we have, there will be hierarchy. If you click on this small arrow here, you can see that this will have the hierarchy like this. Say date, month, year, whatever. Suppose if you want only year, you can remove all these things. So let it be year. I'll show you why it is available, what we can use this. I've taken the date. Now I'll take the value, that is by sales. Let's say take this sales. You can see this. It is giving me the result by year, say 2014, 15, 16 and 17. Now let me remove this year. Now you can see that it is coming to quarter. I want it by month. Let me remove this. I'll get it by month. I want this by day. Remove this. I'll get by day. When I'm removing this, there was one drill down here. That also got removed automatically. Let's try this again. I'll take this order date. See, I have this year, quarter, month and day. You can see some options are there here. As and when I remove this, this also will get removed. See, I just remove day, month. If I remove this quarter, see, that will go. Because there is no hierarchy here. I want the report by hierarchy also. So what I'll do, let me select this date. I have this by year. Now I can just click here. It will go to next level. That is quarter. Again, I'll click on this. It will go to next level. Click on this. It will go to next level. That is date. Again, I can go back one by one like this. Here, I have one more, that is drill down. That is, I can go below the hierarchy one by one. If I click on this, now the value changes. That is, what it will do is, here it will go to the next level itself. What this will do is, it will go with year. That means it will go with the heading as well. Now let me click on this. See, it is going with the year and the month. Now let me click on this. It will go with year and the month. Go and expand. Now you cannot see this. We have to change the labels here. When you come to format, I'll tell you. Just understand, this one will just directly go to the next level. This will go along with the heading. As I told you, once you come to this drill down, then I'll explain completely in detail. Now you just understand that it is actually using the hierarchy here for reports. Let me just remove these things. So I have the report by year. This is for the overall total. That means the complete total. But I want this to be split by region. Then what I'll do, I'll go here, I'll take this region and I'll put it here in legend. Now we can see the same total value, whatever was there. Now I'll just create one more visualization, copy this, paste it. Let's say I'll remove the legend from here. So whatever value I'm seeing here, in this case it is getting split. Like what happened here. In this case, I had the total and now it got split. Similarly, if you go to this, I have this line and this line will get split like this with the value based on the legend what we have here. In this case, it is region. Now let me select this. I'll remove this region. Let me select the ship mode. Now based on the ship mode, I'll get these lines. Now let me remove this legend. I'll take region itself. Now if you see, it is like jumbled, or say it is clustered, means one above the other. It is little difficult to read. So in these cases, what I'll do is I'll use this area chart. So here I have this area chart and stacked area chart. Stack means one above the other. Let's go here and we'll try this area chart. Let me take this area chart. And again, area chart is nothing but it is very similar to your line chart. Only thing is the area is filled. Now if you say this area will be filled from here till here like this. This area will be filled. In this case, all this area will be filled with colors. Let's go on, let's check. Let me select this. I'll say region and then let me take this sales. So if we say this, sorry, take this date and I'll remove all this option. Let's take only here. We can say the same line what you have here. See, you have this line, same thing, it will get filled. Now let me take the region. I'll put this region here. See, you can see that I'm having the same lines here as well. Same line, but here the color is filled. But if I put this as stacked chart, let me go and I'll click on this, or we'll make one more sheet. I'll just copy this and I'll paste it here. Let's make it as stacked. Stack means one above the other, like this. This is very similar to the stacked bar chart what we have, like this. So this is line and area chart, right? Next one, similar to our column chart or say bar chart, we have something called as funnel chart. What this funnel chart will do is, it is exactly like my bar chart, but this will plot from center of the axis like this. Let's say I'll take the same region, you just see, I'll take the sales. You can see this thing, it is just plotting same the column chart, sorry, it's bar chart, but it'll plot like a funnel. Let me take more series, say instead of this region, let's take state. I can see there are so many values like this, it will get plot like a funnel chart. We can filter this. Go here, I can filter the values here and I can plot it, that I'll tell you later. But just understand the visualization now. This is funnel chart, which is similar to my column charts or say bar chart. Right. Next one is about the cards. So what are these cards? Cards are nothing but a kind of labels. Let me take this card and here I'll take the sales value. So this will be like a label. That's it. So this is the card. Where it can be used, I'll show you. Let me copy this. We'll go to this pie chart. Now let me paste it. So what I'll do, I'll take this and I'll put it inside this like this. Let me select this and I can remove the background. See what will happen. Let me click on this value. See, it's getting changed. Let me click on this value. See, that will get changed. Or let me just use this one. See, like this. So this card is actually used and I need some labels. It's not that I have to put here only, I can keep it anywhere I want. Let's say I'll copy this and I'll put somewhere here. Let me just put it here. So this is for the sales. Let me take profit as well. Make a copy of it. Put it here. I'll take the profit. Now this is profit. Say this is profit. Now what is the use of this? Say, let me go and I'll click on this west. If I click on this west, you can see this, they're getting filtered. Let me click on this south. See, I'll get the values for south. Suppose if I go here and select this, that is region, west, segment, home office. Let me click on this. See, 136.72k. If you go and move my cursor here, you can see this. See, 1,36,000, which also says here 136.72k. If you multiply it by 1000, then I'll get 1,36,000. We can change the format of this, but again, when you come to this format, you can check that. See, you go and click on anything, so this will get changed like this. So cards are actually used for these kind of labels. So you can place it anywhere. Say I placed one in this say donut chart. Other one I just showed you how to use this in column chart, or say in the report itself. So in the reports, usually what we do is we'll have this for labels, right? Next one, we have something called as multi-card, or say multi-row card. Here I can have only one value. You can say this, see, I have only one field here. That's all. I cannot have more than one field here. But if you want to have the split, then I can go to this multi-row card. I'll put it here. Just expand this like this. Now what we'll do, we'll go here. We'll take, say, sales, and then I'll take by region. See, I'm getting this region, and by region, I'm getting this sales like this. That is split. Now let me select one more. Say I'll go and I'll select this segment. See, I'm getting some values by region and by segment. Let me remove this segment. I will take profit now. See, I can get the sales as well as profit. I can increase the font size or something here. If you go to this legend, I can increase all the font size. Say I'll go here. I don't have this title. Say card. Here we'll have the labels. Let me increase the font size. See, I can increase the font size like this. And this one again, I can keep it for, say, labels like this. You can put it anywhere. Let me just put it here. So now let me click on this west. You can see that it's getting filtered for west, and I'll get the values only for west. Let me click somewhere here. See, you can see that. So whatever selection I've done here, so let me do it here. So whatever selection is done here, so for that I'll be getting the result here. So based on the selections, I'll get the results. So this is for card and multi-card. Right. Next one. Next one is about the tree map. Let me click on this tree map. This is again a kind of hierarchical chart. Let me select one region. Tree map is something like I have a tree and then I'll have branches for that. I have the group. I want the detail here. Let me go here and take the ship mode and I'll put it in detail. And then I'll take the values. Let's take the sales and I'll put it here. See, I'm having region. So inside that, I have the ship mode. Let me remove this ship mode. So you can see this, I have 4 regions. Now I have the branches for this. Branches in the sense, the details. Let me go here. I'll take any of this, say, took this segment and I'll drag it and drop it here. You can see this, see, that will get further divided like this. This is called as tree map. Right. Let me click on one more page. All this time, whatever we saw is for single series. So let me click on this scatter plot. So all the charts, whatever I created here, we're having x-axis and y-axis, wherein x-axis will be a label and y-axis will be a value. But scatter plot is a kind of chart where it will take both the axes, say y-axis and x-axis, as values. So you can say this x-axis, y-axis, there will be two axes. Let me select sales and profit. I can say this x-axis and y-axis. I'll get the plot here. Here, this is for the entire total. No split has been done here. Say legend or details. You can say this. This is the entire total. So what it will do, if you go here, I have the sales, and if you go and check this, it says 22 lakhs 97,000. So from here, it will take 22 lakhs 97,000, and from profit, it says, say it is 2 lakh 86,000 something. So somewhere here, it will meet. So it will take the profit value and the sales value, and the plot is plot. I mean, the series is plotted here. Now let me split this by region. If I just click here, so it will go to this details. Now you can say this. See, this is by region. It is getting split. Now let me go here and check this. Say this is what. We just see this. This is west. Sales is 7,25,000. Profit is 1,08,000. Now if you check this, say it is somewhere 1,08,000 and 7,25,000. It will meet here. Now let me go and plot this state by state. I just removed that. I'll take the state and I'll put it here. Now you can see there are so many plots which will happen, that is based on the state. There are so many values. Now it will get split by state. I want to categorize this. Say there are so many values. I'll just categorize this by different colors. Now you can see all are blue color. I'll categorize this. What I'll do, I'll take this region and I'll put it in legend. Once I do this, the whole plot, whatever is there, will be divided into 4 different colors. That is because I have 4 regions. You can see this. There are 4 different colors. Say central, east, south, and west. You can change the colors whenever you want. You can go here. I have this legend colors here. You can change the colors like this. But as of now, let's not go and do the formatting. So you can see this. They are getting divided, or say classified, based on the legend what I've selected. So this is scatter plot. Right. Let me click here. We saw x and y axis with the same, that is values. Now we'll see how we can create dual axis chart. You can say this. It says line and clustered, and here I can see line and stacked. When I have a value where I need to plot one with a line chart, one with a column chart, then I can use this line and column chart. We don't have the line chart for combination with bar chart, so this will be only for column chart. Let me click on this clustered column and line chart. Just clicking this. Now here you can see the shared axis, the column series, column values, line values. Here, whatever line values I need, that will come here. Whatever the column values are there, that will come here. And the common shared axis, that is x-axis, will come here. Let's say I'll take this region itself. Then I'll take this sales. This is for the column values. Now I'll take this line value, that is just to create one line value. So I'll take, say, discount. Okay. Take this discount and I'll put it in line value. You can say this. I'm getting a line here. Suppose if you want another, let's say I'll take this quantity and see this lesser value. I think it's too less. Sorry. Line values. See here. You can see the values also. It's in 1000 and this is in millions. Now if I take this quantity and if I put it here, see, it is very low, very, very low. What I'll do, I'll take this and I'll put in line. This is combination of line and column. I can have one more value here, that is I'll take this profit and I'll put it here. So it will be like this, one next to next, like this, like side by side chart what we saw, like this. Next one, we'll see how we can use this stacked column chart. Stacked column chart means like what we have here side by side, so that will be one above the other. Same value, same options will be there here. I'll take this, where is that region? Okay, let me take this region. Then I'll take this sales, and then let's take this quantity, and I'll put this quantity in line chart. I'll get the line. The difference is when I take this profit and if I put it here in this sales value, see, it will go on top. Here it is coming side by side, but here it will come one above the other, like this. This is stacked. So whenever I want to create dual axis means I have this primary axis and this is secondary axis. This is for the charts. Let's go and see how we can create tables. Here I have this table and the matrix. I'll show you what is the difference between these two. Let me click on this table. Just resize this. Let's take this region. I'll get the region here. Then let me take these sales. So here this will come like a table. Let me just increase the font size. Just increasing the font size so that you guys can see the values. I'm increasing the header font size as well. Okay. Now this is the table. Okay. Now suppose if I add one more column, let's say I'll add the ship mode, drag and drop it here. You can see this, it will come to the next column itself like this. Whatever values I'm keep adding, the data will be keep getting added here with different columns like this. I'll take and I'll add this profit, that will get added here. I can move my columns, so I can shuffle this like this as well. I can move the direction like this, first, second, whatever. Now let's take this matrix, just copy the same thing. Instead of again formatting everything, I'll just copy and I'll paste it and I'll change this to matrix. Let me click on this and see what will happen. See, the entire table, the structure, or say the design got changed. When I select this table, you have only values here wherein I can keep dragging and dropping the columns in the one field, one option, whatever is there, this placeholder. But if I select this, that is matrix, you can see the, let me just reduce this, increase this. Okay, you can see this, the column headers is region. I just removed profit so it will be easy for me to explain. See, the column header, you can see it has become region. Now the ship mode is the row headers. It is something like a pivot table. Now let me take the ship mode here and then region on top. See, now this will become the header, that is column header ship mode, and the row header will be region. Now let me go here, I'll take this state and I'll put it in this row header. Now I can say this, This has become like a plus mark. Let's go here and increase the font style. The row headers, I'll make it a little bigger. I'll just take this to next sheet so that you guys can see it properly. Okay. If you see this, it says plus mark here. The plus mark indicates that I can just click on this and I'll get the state here like this. Apart from that, I also have, you can see this, the arrow mark here, that is the drill down. Let me click on this. It'll go to next level. You can see this. This directly will go to next level. But this one will go along with the headers. Let me click on this. See, I'll get the headers as well as the states like this. Let me click upon like this. Metrics means it will give me the option of creating the column headers as well as the row headers and the hierarchy. But table means it will just be a normal table where I can keep adding the columns and it will be keep getting added, but that will be aggregated. Fine. Next one. Next one is we have these maps. One is just map. I'll just click on this. I'll get a map. Let me take the state here. I cannot take this region because the region is just north, west, east or whatever. But when I want to plot exact map, then I have to use the proper location values. See, I'm getting this map where I have all the US labels here. So I'm getting this US map where I can see all the states here. Now if you want to put some values to this, I'll go here. I can take the sales and I'll just drag and drop in this size. See, this will get plotted like this. This is the map. I have one more map, that is field map. So what this field map will do is it will fill the cities or say states. Let me select this state. And here I have this legend. Let me just take the sales and I'll put it in legend. See, the values here, it will get filled like this. So we'll have a separate class itself for this map. So today I'm just showing you how this can be visualized. That's it. Now you saw so many charts, so many visualizations and all. So why actually we have to use this? So where we'll be using this and how this actually can be used? Let me just create few charts here quickly. Clustered column with region and sales, and I'll create one line chart. I'll put it here. I'll take this order date, and what I'll do, I'll go here, I'll take this state, and then I'll take this sales. I can see here there are so many lines. See how this can be filtered. Let me just click on this west. See, the lines only for west will be coming here. See, apart from these visualized filters, I also have something called as slicer. Let me click on this slicer. This slicer is used for filtering the data in the visualization. Let me take this region itself. Just go here, select this, I'll say region. So I'll get all the region here. Now let me click on this central. See, here this will get filtered. See, let me take another. Okay. You can change this to drop down as well. Let's go here, click on this, it says list, and here it says drop down. Now I can change this by drop down like this. So likewise, you can add visualizations like this. There are some more charts which are very much new. That is, I have this decomposition and I have this say key influencers. Then we have this question and answers. This is very, very interesting one. This question answers. So here, this I'll tell you in detail about all these things in the coming classes. But once we come back to the advanced visualizations, but I'll just show you what exactly this question answer will do. I don't have to bother about thinking all these charts. Now I want to create one chart. Just showing you this. Say I want sales chart by say region. I just type this, that's all. Automatically I'll get the chart here. I just have to type, say I want it by segment. Automatically I'll get my segment in every region. See, it will create chart like this. Whatever question you give here, automatically the chart will get plotted here. So this is the question and answers. So I'll discuss about this one in detail in the coming sessions. And also we have something called as key influencers. Then we have decomposition. So these are all something more interesting charts that I'll discuss after our DAX functions.